Just about types of last lectures about technical writing and why we need to write technically. So here we have different stages of technical writing. There are three main stages: pre-writing, writing, and post-writing. In pre-writing, we first think what we have to write. If there will be any distortion in voice, please let me know by raising your hands. Okay, so pre-writing, post writing, and post-writing. In pre-writing, we think how what we have to write. In writing, we write, and in post-writing, we proofread and try to minimize the errors and mistakes. So, what is pre-writing strategies? Pre-writing, several options for getting paper writing ideas on paper is specifically known as pre-writing strategies. So first of all, we should know about the audience or readers who are going to read it. Instructing students on how to approach a reading assignment for which they will write a paper will help the pre-writing process. Always keep in your mind about your audience and your reader, that who is going to read, or who is going to or who is going to read your report, and what they in actual want from that report. After that, there are six pre-writing strategies. First one is free writing, visualizing, listing, outlining, clustering, or also known as webbing and cubic. There are six pre-writing strategies: free writing, visualizing, listing, outlining, clustering, and cubing. So we will discuss all of them one by one. So try to understand what it is in actual. First of all, we jump on free writing. Free writing is simply the writing what you have in your mind. Everything should be on paper with the help of your pen is free writing. Simply putting your pen to the paper and write whatever in your head comes first about the topic you are going to write. Give yourself few minutes to gather all the data in your mind about that specific topic, or think about that topic, what you have experienced about that topic in your mind, what is your basic idea about that. In free writing, first of all, you don't need to be more focused on grammatical mistakes or language. First of all, you just gather all the data in your mind about that specific topic, and then put that all data on a paper with the bullets or in paragraphs or anyway. First you have to gather all the data what comes in your mind. Specifically, for example, if you want to write a paragraph or an essay on a tree, first of all you think about the tree, how many trees you watch in your life, what is the different shapes of the trees, everything you know about the trees, just put it on a paper. So the key is to keep writing even when you are having difficulty about thinking about that specific topic. So in free writing, you just have to write what is in your mind about that specific topic. After that, we have visualization. After deciding the experience of free writing, or you write everything, just close your eyes and try to remember everything you experience about that with the help of your eyes, or your sensory motor sensory details you have in your mind about that, like what you see about the trees, what is your experiences about the trees, how many people you take benefits from the tree, and what it looks like, or any type, anything you know about that. Just think about that after writing it. Like here we have some example that if for sight, what did you see during this experience, did the people and environment look like, what things were in the room, people what did they look like, and for sound, how you hear that, Is it the sound of birds and like smell, taste, touch? These are our sensory details that we observe with our senses. So take every all of them, all of gather all of your senses with your knowledge to gather all the data you know about that specific topic you are going to write. After imagining of a few minutes with the help of your all sensory details or your data, all the data in your mind, just gather that and then do some listing or free writing of that of that specific topic again. First you just wrote everything what is in your mind. After that you just close your eyes and gather all the data with the help of your sensory details once again. Think, calm yourself, think again, and then write what you have in your mind. After that you have to list down everything in a bullet or in a specific number like your grocery list. You have to list it with the points or bullets 1 2 3 4 5 that you want to explain or express in your report. Then you have to give outlining to that specific portion. These all are the points of pre-writing, not the steps of writing. It is the pre-writing, the first step of writing in actual. So outlining is a good way to organize your ideas popping up in your mind. It's best to use an outline after you have done some free writing, listing or clustering. It's also good to use an outline after you have written the first draft to help you organize your data and words you summarize on the paper. So what is webbing and clustering? After that you have to take a page and write the main theme of the topic, or you can say the keyword in the center of the page, and then you have to write every necessary information around that specific topic. Here we have example, like if this is one word and then we have write everything around it, that what we in actual need in this specific report to include. So the clustering and webbing will help you to organize the data and to gather all the data with points. After that we have the step of cubing. Cubing, if you remember, there are six sides of a cube, and you should also know about all the direction and sides of the topic you are going to present or going to draft, and generate some complex claims and evidences of your specific topic. So description should be in 4 to 5 sentences about the topic you are going to draft. Define the culture and time period, age, or depends on the nature of the topic. The main characteristics of the topic should be defined defined during this portion. And then you have to associate the data, that what memories, thoughts, example, experiences do you have with that specific topic. Write few sentences about the data you have in your mind with the help of your sensory details. Compare your focus topic to something else that is similar to that one, and discuss that similar topic with your topic, or comparing, you can say, for better results, or you can say in discussion section. After that you have to analyze. First we describe the data, then association between the data with some similar topic, then analyze that. How good way you can analyze will be more better. How you can discuss it, how you can give evidences, references, and support your data with you can say controversial way, or in sportive way, or in logical way. And you have to write some questions and answers in this analysis way. After that we have the step of application, that what are the results or consequences of this situation we are going to draft. How it will be, how it will affect the people, and what will be the benefits people take from that, or what will the damages people take from that in actual. After that we have in last the argumentation about the opinion of that specific topic. and what will be the social criticism or recommendations, future prospects, damages, benefits we will have in actual. So write 4 to 5 lines about the argumentation of that specific topic in the sense of benefits and harmfulness. So the 5 steps for writing process is after pre-writing we have writing process, and there are 5 steps for that, specifically pre-writing, drafting, revising, proofreading, and publishing. In pre-writing we just think, like we discussed in detail about pre-writing, that how we have to think about that, and how which steps we have to follow for that: free writing, visualizing, cubing, outlining, all that. Decide on a topic to write about. Consider who will read it. This question will come again and again, and most important question, that who is going to read it, and what the audience actually wants from that report or that specific drafting. Brainstorm idea about the about the subject. List places where you can research information, and then perform an extensive research to gather the data. After that, second step, we have drafting, to write what we gather. Put information and research it in your own word. Rephrase it in a good way. Don't try to change the soul or theme of that specific information when you are going to write it in your own words. Write in sentences and paragraphs. Read what you have written, and analyze that is it good for drafting or not, where you made the mistakes, and what more you have to add. Discuss with your seniors, teachers, supervisors, colleagues for their suggestions for the improvement. After that, revise it again and again to make it better, to minimize the errors and mistakes. Think about what other will think about your report, and how you can improve with the idea of other people. Take out or add different parts, or maybe you can say delete some portions. Rearrange it sequentially so a person can read it in a flow. uh, so that there should be a smoothness in the reading. If a person start it reading and there are 5 pages, he should not be get bored. After that, proofread is very important. Usually the writer did not perform proofreading, he just wrote it and submitted. So proofread it again and again to check the mistakes, small mistakes like preposition mistake, like comma mistake, like punctuation mistakes, spelling mistakes, writing mistakes. So try to minimize all these mistakes to make it more better for the reader, and more you can say beneficial for the reader. In last, publish it or submit it to your employer, your management, your supervisor, your teacher, or anywhere you want to submit it. So what are the after that we have post writing strategies. So all writing is in actual rewriting, according to Donald Murray. So if you wrote a report, after 5 years your student or someone else just read it and report and write it again in his own words, that is all writing is in actual rewriting. Revision focuses on the bigger picture of the draft we drafted, and editing focuses on its finer details, making sure every word contributes precise meanings to your writing subject. There are different steps in revising the draft. First of all, we should have to take a bird eye view to check the basic mistakes we can grab in a first look. Just have a bird eye view to the whole document by flipping out the pages, and read few lines or words from each page. check to attain the writing purpose, analyze the language and grammatical mistakes in that the draft, review the draft portion specifically by patches and or filtering, and organize the content accordingly so that a reader can enjoy your drafting. Essay revision checklist, you have to check all these points for uh, better drafting. Like, do I have a big idea, I want to express an important message to send out? Do I have an audience who will listen to me? Who is my audience in actual? The most important question this is, what is my purpose of writing? Have I achieved it? If you did not achieve, if you doesn't achieve, if you don't achieve the main specific purpose of that writing, then your draft will be zero in actual. So you should have to know the objective first in your mind, and you have to achieve those objectives in your drafting. So the language is very important. It should be precise, simple, clear, without mistakes. Do I have enough credibility to speak on my chosen subject? Can I back up all of my discussions on the subject with confidence and sufficient knowledge? Does my draft make a central point? Have I defined the limits of my draft well so that only essential information is included? What form of writing does my draft take? Is it the best venue for my idea to be expressed? And in last, does the beginning of my draft draw the reader in? Does it introduce my subject to the reader well? Do my succeeding points support my beginning statements? The conclusion should support the problem statement. This is very important point. If you have a problem A and you are concluding the result of B, your report is nothing, just a piece of paper. So you should be very careful about that. The conclusion, logical conclusion, be should support the problem statement. So these points should also be checked for while revision. Does the conclusion make the reader think? Does it answer all the reader's question on my subject? Is the place of my draft just right? Does the draft read smoothly and coherently overall? What are the strengths of my draft? What are the weaknesses of my draft? And try to lower down the weaknesses and try to strengthen the strengths more in your draft. Steps in editing the draft is very important. Never make the mistake of editing the works before revising the content. You will be required multiple rereadings, again and again. Read your draft again and again until the due date is coming. Again, read it again and again to minimize the errors, to minimize the grammatical mistakes, and the most important, check the objectives, that the draft is fulfilling the objective, the conclusion is reconciling with the problem statement, or many readings will lower down the errors. So these are three specific strategies we have: pre-writing, writing, and post-writing. In pre-writing, we just gather the data. Free writing, visualizing, outlining, webbing, clustering, cubing, and gather all the data. Then we put that data on paper. After that, we just organize the data, improve the data, add the strengthen in the data, check the objectives. We will does it fulfilled or not? After that, we have post writing strategies to proofread it again and again to minimize the errors. Anyone has any question? Okay, thank you so much everyone for joining.